What do you wish you knew at 20? Now that's a question that can stir up a storm of thoughts. We often look back and wish we had certain insights during our younger years. That's what today's discourse is about. I'll be sharing 7 key lessons I've learned over time. Lessons that, had I known them at the age of 20, could have made a significant difference in my life's journey. We'll discuss how our 20s aren't always the golden years they're hyped up to be. The importance of planning for future happiness, the universal truth of personal struggles, the deceptive allure of drugs, the misleading pursuit of wealth and fame, the necessary endeavor of self-improvement, and the crucial act of confronting personal issues. Each of these lessons holds an important place in my heart, and I hope they will resonate with you as well. Now let's journey back in time and start with lesson 1. You've heard it before, your 20s are supposed to be the best times of your life. But let me tell you, that's not always the case. It's easy to get swept up in the glamour that media often portrays about our 20s, the parties, the freedom, the adventure. But beneath that glossy surface, there's a whole lot of pressure and confusion. You're trying to figure out who you are, what you want in life, and how to get there. You're making decisions that will shape your future, while still trying to enjoy the present. It's a delicate balancing act, and frankly, it can be pretty overwhelming. Amidst all this, it's crucial to remember that it's okay if your 20s aren't the best time of your life. It's okay to feel lost, to make mistakes, to not have everything figured out. After all, every age has its own charm and challenges. Your 20s are just a stepping stone. At 20, I was living for the moment, but I wish I knew the importance of planning for my future happiness. You see, in the rush of youth, we often get caught up in the fleeting joys, forgetting that our choices today shape our tomorrow. I wish I'd realized that sooner. There were decisions I made, paths I took, that felt right in the moment but weren't in line with my long-term happiness. I bought that shiny car on a whim, but was it really worth the years of debt? I chose the high-paying job that drained me instead of the one that sparked joy. If I'd prioritized my future happiness, I would have made different choices. It's not about denying yourself the joy of the present. It's about making decisions that will keep you happy now and in the years to come. So don't just live for the moment, start planning for your future happiness today. At 20, I wish I knew that everyone, and I mean everyone, has their own demons they're fighting. It's easy to look at folks and think they've got it all figured out. But that's rarely the case. We all have our struggles, our battles, our uphill climbs. I've met people who, on the surface, seem to have the world in their hands. Yet behind closed doors, they were grappling with issues that would bring a giant to his knees. It's all about empathy, understanding, and compassion. To know that the person next to you, or the one across the world, is likely dealing with something you can't even fathom. You see, we're all human. We all bleed the same, and we all fight our own battles. So, let's be a little kinder, a little more patient, and a little more understanding. Always remember, be kind, for everyone you meet is fighting a hard battle. At 20, I wish I knew that drugs aren't the answer. They're not your friend. It's a lesson that comes hard, and sometimes too late. The allure of escapism, the promise of a reality better than the one we're living in, it's tempting. But here's the bitter truth. Drugs are not your passport to paradise. They're a detour, a deviation that leads you down a path you never intended to walk. I've seen it, lived it. The momentary high, the fleeting ecstasy, they're illusions, smoke, and mirrors. And when the smoke clears, you're left grappling with the aftermath, a reality far harsher than the one you tried to escape from. Drugs promise freedom, but deliver chains. They promise joy, but deliver sorrow. They promise life, but deliver a slow, insidious death. Drugs might seem like an escape, but they're a prison in disguise. At 20, I wish I knew that wealth and fame aren't the ultimate goals. It's easy to be led astray by the glitz and glamour that money and celebrity status promise. But let me tell you, they're not the golden tickets to happiness they are often made out to be. I've seen folks chase after these illusions only to find themselves in a constant state of wanting more. More money, more recognition, more everything. It's a never-ending cycle. But what really matters, what truly brings satisfaction, is personal happiness and fulfillment. I learned this the hard way. Chasing after wealth and fame, I overlooked the simple joys of life. It took me a while to realize that happiness lies not in the size of your bank account, but in the quality of your relationships, in pursuing your passions, in making a difference. Wealth and fame might seem appealing, but they are not the be-all and end-all. At 20, I wish I knew the importance of self-improvement. This is a crucial lesson that many of us often overlook. We tend to focus on external factors, the people around us, the circumstances we find ourselves in, and we forget that the most significant change comes from within. Self-improvement is a continuous journey, not a destination. It's about waking up each day and deciding to be a little better than you were yesterday. It's about recognizing your weaknesses and working to turn them into strengths. It's about cultivating discipline, setting meaningful goals, and making healthier choices daily. Self-improvement is also about mental growth. It's about learning new things, expanding your horizons, and breaking out of your comfort zone. It's about constantly challenging yourself and striving for personal excellence. So, start today. Take a step, however small, towards improving yourself. Remember, the only person you should try to be better than is the person you were yesterday. At 20, I wish I knew the importance of facing my issues head-on. You see, we all have our battles, our personal demons, that we'd rather ignore. We'd rather sweep them under the rug, pretend they don't exist. But let me tell you something, folks. They don't just magically disappear. They fester, they grow, and they can start to control your life in ways you never imagined. It's like having a wound and not treating it. It might seem like it's healing on the surface, but underneath, the infection is spreading, and the longer you wait, the harder it becomes to heal. So, confront your issues. Look them in the eye and say, "You're not going to control me anymore. It won't be easy. I won't lie to you. It's going to be hard and it's going to be painful." But it's the only way to truly heal. Facing your issues might be hard, but it's the first step towards overcoming them. So there you have it, the 7 things I wish I knew at 20. Let's take a moment to reflect, shall we? The first lesson is about understanding that your 20s aren't necessarily the best times of your life, and that's okay. The media might romanticize this decade, but it's just a phase, and every phase has its highs and lows. What's important is to enjoy the journey, not just the destination. The second lesson teaches us to plan for our future happiness. It's easy to get caught up in the moment, but it's crucial to remember that our decisions today will shape our tomorrow. Take time to consider what will make you happy in the long run, not just in the present. Thirdly, we learned that everyone fights their own battles. Empathy is a powerful tool. It enables us to understand others better and fosters stronger connections. Remember, no one's life is as perfect as it seems. Lesson 4 warns us about the dangers of drugs. They might offer fleeting enjoyment, but they can also take control of your life. It's essential to realize that there are healthier ways to cope with life's challenges. The 5th lesson reminds us that wealth and fame are not the ultimate goals. While they can offer comfort and recognition, they don't guarantee happiness. Personal fulfillment comes from appreciating what you have and who you are. Lesson 6 emphasizes the importance of self-improvement. Discipline, healthier habits, continuous learning. They all contribute to personal growth. It's about becoming a better version of yourself each day. Finally, Lesson 7 urges us to face our issues instead of running away from them. Ignoring or suppressing personal struggles only prolongs the pain. It's better to confront them, learn from them, and move forward. Remember, it's never too late to learn and grow. So, what do you wish you knew at 20?